Okay, I just want to put something in perspective real quick. Because if you get on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, any of those sites, everybody's talking about how Biden's going to win, you know, Trump's going to lose. I want to talk about that for a second. Because Wisconsin and Michigan were the two main states that added to Biden's electoral count. Both of those states are having to be recounted because of voter fraud. Not accusation, not propaganda of voter fraud, actual hard evidence that there was fraudulent votes being counted. Okay? Then you got Arizona that got counted, or that got called way too early. There was 600,000 plus votes that still had to be counted in Arizona, and they still called it for Biden, even though that's a predominantly red state. All right, and then you got Georgia, Pennsylvania, and North Carolina. All states Trump were up in. All of them Trump had a lead. And then you wake up this morning to find out, oh no, Biden has surpassed him in Georgia and Pennsylvania. Miraculously. All these ballots just keep showing up when they close their booths for the night and stop counting. The next morning you wake up to find out that, 25,000, 35,000 votes have just been found overnight. And that's just, miraculously all Biden votes. None Trump, none independent. Makes a lot of sense, don't it? What I believe is going to happen, and mark my words, if it don't happen, I'll be the first to admit it, and take my word as a grain of salt. I don't care. It's my opinion. But Trump is exposing the corruption of the left, and I'll tell you why I believe that. He couldn't get them on the Hillary emails. The media wouldn't cover it. They wouldn't prosecute, do anything about Hillary emails. Epstein Island wouldn't do anything about that, even though the flight log was released. Okay, now you got this Biden crime family thing. This is not, and that's not accusation. There is hardcore evidence against the Biden family implementing Hunter Biden, Joe Biden, and Jim Biden, all with colluding with Russia and China. No media covers it. I don't know how, because they were sure as heck covering the impeachment of Donald Trump. They were going to cover that for that Russian hoax when it was really the Bidens. Okay. If you don't see the corruption of the left, then you're clearly not paying attention. You're just voluntarily blinded because it is so obvious. And I truly believe what Trump's doing right now is, like I said it on Facebook yesterday, you got to remember, they got Al Capone on a tax evasion. No matter all the other crimes that he committed, they got him on a tax evasion. That is what's going to happen to the left. He could, 4 years they went after him. 4 years. 4 years. Trump has said since 2016, 4 years ago, that he was going to drain the swamp. And since then, he said it more and more and more. And I believe this is exactly what he is talking about. He will drain the swamp. It doesn't matter, if the media won't cover all the other crimes, if the media won't talk about all the other crimes that the left has committed, they will be got on voter fraud. Because it is clear across the United States that is what is going on. There is proof. This is not accusations. And again, this is not propaganda. This is factual evidence. Even some of the Democrats have came out and said that there's voter fraud going on throughout this country. I don't know how more of you are not worried about the integrity of the election process. Not only, I'll add to this little spiel, and then I'm going to stop and let y'all go about your day. But to add to that, Trump's not only going to expose the corrupt ties of the left, he is also exposing the GOP, and you can see that throughout the country too. When stuff like this comes out, you watch and see who's supposed to be in your corner now. Watch and see who actually stands up and stands beside you and fights against this. It'll surprise you. And I'm going to tell you right now, if Biden does get into that presidency come January, if he gets inaugurated, I still do not, I want to go on record saying, I still don't have a worry in the world, because I know that God is in control, and if Biden happens to get in that presidency seat come January, I'm okay with that, because I know good and well that is just the Lord saying, the end times are right around the corner, the end times are coming. If anything, 2020 has sped that up. So if Biden does get in there, I am okay, because I know that it will not be long and the rapture will come and me and my family will be with the Lord. We will not have to see out that presidency. So I'm not worried about it. Either way, I'm just telling you my thoughts and my opinions, and I'm going to end that note on MAGA 2020, and God bless America, and let us all pray. Okay, nationally, I forgot something, so I'm going to have to add to it. Remember that in Wisconsin and Michigan, when they do that recount, people on this first count we're not allowed, we're in there to watch these people open these ballots. So if it was an illegal ballot, they would just pass it as legal. Well, on the recount, there will be a Republican and a Democrat watching these people open these ballots and seeing if this is illegal, it's getting kicked out. If it's legal, we count it. So you're going to see a big sway when those recounts are done. And that, I mean, that's not even going to come out till December. That's why this election probably won't even be over until January. But my point is, if not both of those states, at least one will turn in favor of Donald Trump. I feel that wholeheartedly, especially doing this recount and having people observe the counting of the votes. And I think the same thing's going to happen in Georgia, because Georgia's a red state. I'm sorry. But anyway, I'm going to close it again. God bless and have a good day.